Hi, this is Ike from Groovy Entertainment. Today we have another book to read for you. Today, book The Lion King, 1.5 from 2004. So let's get started. Welcome to a story of a great hero who saved the animals of Savannah with a little help from his friends. No, it's not the story of the Lion King. It's the story of me, Timu. Let's go back to the beginning when I lived with my family in the muskrat community. I tried digging tunnels like the rest of my family, but I never quite fit in. Take the time, I added a skylight to a tunnel. No one else liked my idea, especially my Uncle Max. I don't know why he was so angry with me. It was the first tunnel collapse I caused that day. My mother wanted me to find a place where I fit in, so I tried being. It was my job to look out for any dangerous hyenas. But I made one tiny mistake. Who hadn't broken into songs on duty before? I didn't exactly notice my audience. The hyena surprised me and caused my whole family to flee in panic. No one was hurt, but my career was over. I had to find my place, and it wasn't with the Kennedy. So I made the tough decision to leave home, to walk out into the great wide war. Of course, everyone tried to stop me. They begged me to stay. Well, maybe just my mother, but it was too late. And so I boldly went where no muskrat had gone before. I never looked back because I was crying too much. I kept going until I came to a fork in the path. Which way should I go? I shouted. That depended on what you seek. A blue faced baboon answered. That's how I met the baboon. He said I was looking for a place of no worry to find. To find it, he explained, you must look beyond what you see. What does that mean? You ask, let me explain. It simply means you must look beyond what you see. Well, I could see a big pointy rock, so I headed for that. I was trudging through some tall grass when I heard a strange noise. Suddenly, I found myself face to face with a huge snort. I was surprised, but I quickly realized that this big fellow, Pumbaa the warthog, was no threat at all. In fact, he was scared of me, but I managed to calm him down. It turned out that Pumbaa and I were looking for the same thing, a place to call home. We made a good team. I had the brains, Pumbaa, well, his own secret weapon that I would soon discover. We both set off for the big pointy rock, which was called Proud Rock. We got there just as other animals was gathering to witness the presence or the presentation of Simba, the future Lion King. Of course, we didn't know who Simba was at the time. That's when I discovered Pumbaa's secret weapon. I had made a mistake of pulling his tail, and well, what a blast. Everyone had to bow to the ground because the smell was so strong. I realized that we needed to keep moving. We looked all we looked all around for. We tried a few places, including a elephant graveyard. Puma was a little scared, but it didn't bother me. After all, who would ever come to an elephant graveyard? Then we found out the hyenas would, so we decided to keep looking. Later, we found ourselves in the middle of a dry river bed. when we heard a deep rumble. A herd of rampaging wildebeest was heading straight for us. Should we run for our life? Puma asked me. Oh, yes, let's, I answered. We thought we were safe when we landed in a river until we went over a waterfall. I got us to safety to the river bank, but did it belong to any closer to our goal? Why, did it bring us any closer to our goal? Well, actually, it did. Instead of complaining and giving up, I stood up and looked around. Thanks to me, we had found a place of no worry, our new paradise home. It was just like the monkey had said. It would be hot tuna. No, sorry, a spoon of ricotta. Wait, once you hear that phrase, you'll never forget it. Our life was carefree. We ate, slept, played, sleep, and ate. But then it happened. One day, while bowling for a buzzard, we stumbled upon a little cub, Simba. Of course, I wasn't scared of the lion. Nope, not me. You see, rescuing Simba wasn't the scary part. Parenting was. We had to wake up in the middle of the night, feed him, clean him, catch him when he fell. Geez, nothing but a hassle. Still, we loved him. As Simba grew, I taught him everything I knew about eating. Soon he was ready to challenge me, his teacher, to a fierce snail eating contest. I had to admit he did well. He tried his best, gave it all he had. It didn't matter who won. Okay, the kid beat me. Simba grew to be a big lion, and even better friend. He was for the three of us. We could have gone on like this forever, but we didn't count on one thing, true love. As soon as Nita, the lioness, appeared, I knew she was trouble. It would be the end of. I knew if I ruined the romance for Simba, he would thank me later. I tried every trick in the book to break them up, but nothing worked. The kid had to learn the hard way that a happy romance is awful, so I let the lovebird sing. And before long, Nita and Simba got into a fight. Great, but then Simba left when I asked Nita why. She told me a long, boring story about Simba being the son of the king. Blah, blah, blah. In short, Simba had gone back to Pride Rock to fight some silly battle with his evil Uncle Scar and the hyenas. Nina went to help Simba, and Pumbaa followed. I decided to stay behind. Then the baboon turned up, and we had a long talk. Okay. I talked, and the baboon just looked wise. Anyhow, I knew my friends were going to need my wits, my courage, my leadership. Pumbaa, wait for me, I shouted. Pumbaa was so happy to see me that he almost cried like a baby. Oh, that silly little warthog. We reached Proud Rock just in time. The place was crawling with hyenas, and we had to distance them so that Simba could face Scar. Luckily, I came up with a brilliant plan. With a song and a hula skirt, I turned the three meanest hyenas into a cave, and boom, off went Pumbaa's secret weapon. The smell would teach them not to mess with muskrat and warthog. Well, warthog mostly, I guess. Suddenly, two muskrats popped out of the ground. It was Ma and Uncle Max. They had been looking for me for ages, but enough of the the happy reunion scene. The battle wasn't over. High up on Pride Rock, we could see that Simba was fighting Scar, and Scar still had the hyenas helping them. Simba needed our help, and I had a plan. We needed, dare I say, tunnels, and Uncle Max was the best tunnel digger on Earth, or below Earth, actually. The plan was as simple as it was brilliant. If Pumbaa and I could trick three nasty hyenas into chasing us, we could set up the best muskrat tunnel trap ever. Uncle Max knew how to build a tunnel, and I knew how to make it collapse. It wasn't hard to get the hyena's attention. Hey, Pumbaa, I called. What do you call a hyena with half a brain? Beat me, Timu, Pumbaa answered. What? Gifted, I shouted, and the chase was on. The plan went smoothly, sort of. It took a little longer than I had thought for the tunnel to be ready, so I had to keep the hyenas busy. It wasn't hard. Finally, the tunnel was ready, so I led the hyenas straight into the trap. But the tunnels didn't collapse. One of Uncle Mac's brace had stuck. Someone had to do something. If you want something done, if you want something to crash down, you have to do it yourself. It worked. It actually worked. Not that I was surprised. Shocking, more like it. We sent those hyenas tumbling into the bottom of Pride Rock, where they belong. Simba sent Scar crashing down there too. Then Simba claimed his rightfulness place as Lion King. But my mother was proud of me, and so was Uncle Max. But what was going to happen now? They wanted me to return to the Kanadu, a hero. Welcome awaited me there. But what about my new friend? This called for the greatest plan yet. It was about time that the Kanadi of the muskrat learnt something about real life, about sleeping late, having plenty to eat, and not rushing anything. I knew a place of easy living, with room for everyone, but I had to learn something too. Not home is not just a place. Home is wherever your family and friends are. But it doesn't hurt if it's in paradise. So that was The Lion King 1.5 from 2004. If you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.